standing there in front of you. You can only achieve success if you are yourself. I am here at the request of Mr. Irfan Malik, and I'd like to convey this message to you, that he who conquers himself conquers all. So strive to be you, and only a better you. Thank you very much for being here.
Any questions that you have?
I think there should be a general discussion so she can answer
any questions?
many questions in your mind, so I will encourage everybody to ask.
Nobody has a question? Okay, let me then take you guys. It's from one by one. What did you learn today? Any one thing? What did you pick? I pick a lot. I make so many notes in this device. Let me see if it is beneficial to anybody today. Let's start from one side of the room. What did you pick today?
Just be yourself, like, you know.
Okay. Be you. What do you mean by be yourself?
Be yourself mean whatever you're inside and outside. Just, okay, let's put it this way, like, you know, just show them what you are. Not you're after, not their money or anything, like, you know, just try to be good.
So everybody agree on that? Mm-hmm. So please make note of it. So write it down, Nestle, these things I'll say, make note of it. Wherever your office is, wherever you sit to do your business, write down these points, put it in front of you. So every day, honestly, if you look at it, at least I will do that for me. If you come to my office, I'll write down on a piece of paper and I'll put it in front of my desk where I can say, be yourself. That's the number one take.
Keep your face to the sunshine and you can't see the shadow.
I can repeat it, say it again.
Keep your face to the sunshine and you can't see the shadow. Face to the sunshine and you can't see the shadow. It's the saying by Helen Keller.
I like that.
Good.
The same thing, be original and authentic.
Yeah. Yes?
Your own presentation in front of the customer.
Your own presentation, right? So I can't emphasize enough, she did a very wonderful and great job explaining that. As she just mentioned, even you wearing a nice suit and your tie is not looking good, it might affect your business over there. I don't know, some people think this, but for me it's really a good thing because as you said in there, first 7 seconds are the most important. You're making your first impression, right? So 7 seconds you have it to make a deal or to lose a deal. So imagine 7 seconds. So you should be prepared that much where you can utilize those 7 seconds. And I write it down in my overhead too. I don't know if you will remember all those things. I did not see anybody making notes, but I made lots of notes. Malik sahab can witness that.
Yeah.
Right? So, Malam Shah.
Well, there were a lot of good things that we have learned today, but specifically I want to talk about the personal appearance that she mentioned, that how should we look when we meet a new person or a client. So how should we look like?
I think Nicole should answer.
Yeah.
You
so
can
this
again
is
answer.
this is the important thing that in sales.
How should you look?
Yeah.
Well, you should look presentable. Obviously, you should look very clean and fresh, smelling good. It's not only the clothes that you are wearing, but it's also how you wear them. Properly tucked in.
Yourself.
Exactly. You have to take care of yourself. Personal hygiene is very important, as well as, you know, if somebody doesn't view you as someone who could take care of themselves, then they will definitely not be able to trust you and have that confidence that you will be able to take care of the sale of their home, right?
I make 3 things in appearance. I'll add that, but repeat that, don't add that. She said, dress fresh, smell fresh, clothes fresh.
No,
that's how
the most important thing, how you wear them.
Yeah.
How you carry yourself.
Yeah.
You have
So
to be
very
very
conscious
normal and
enough.
genuine.
Let her speak.
Oh, okay, I'm minding up.
No, very true.
I'm helping her out.
Amazingly, boat of selfness.
Boat of selfness.
Yeah.
Selfishness.
Selfishness.
Yeah. Does not sail very far.
So that's today's my day with these 3 words. Because if we can elaborate everything, like the dress code, like whatever the ethics, if we can put in this board and just elaborate it, we will see a change, not in months, not in weeks, but in days.
Yeah.
That's I achieved this, and thank you.
You say something about selfishness a little bit more?
Yes.
Well, like I said,
We have never heard.
if someone does achieve any success or does move further while being selfish, it is very short-lived. It's not long before this person realizes that on their own and just being selfish and being self-absorbed, like I'm sure we all have different ideas of success, correct? Like some people view success as more and more material possessions. Like I said, the human body has 3 aspects to it, and once you are able to maintain an optimum balance, this is what success really is. This is when you feel your best. This is when, you know, no matter how many material possessions you possess, then if your spiritual senses are not in optimum balance with this, then these possessions begin to possess you.
And truly speaking, there is my mentor is standing here, Mr. Irfan Malik.
I did not invite her. Actually, REMAX Active invited her. So I was just a link.
And this was the first lesson which I learned from him when I started my real estate.
Perfect.
And thank you today for elaborating more to me. There were so many questions which were there, but we got answers to those questions. Thank you, and thank you, REMAX Active and everyone. Thank you, and of course, thank you.
I'm honored, thank you.
Me?
Yeah.
My takeaway would be that we have to be very real in every situation. We have to take the ownership of the meeting, and we need to overcome our fears to put everything black and white on the table, to understand the clients that we are working for them.
Very
Thanks
true.
very much.
I request Nicole to say something about fear. We all have fear. I have said something about fear, so at least I think it will help me, first of all, how we can overcome with that.
So fear is essentially just something you create in your mind, and like I had said, it's false evidence appearing real. And I like to view it as this because it just reminds you that it's just created in your mind, and it's actually false evidence that's appearing to be real to you. Once you are able to look at it like that, it just slowly starts to diminish. And there's also the ways of, you know, pointing out those fears and learning to convert them into your strengths and your opportunities. So if you take those same fears that you have, maybe listing or pointing out something to the client, that's why it's good to go through SWOT, because you're starting with the strengths, you're then pointing out the flaws, you're then coming back to opportunities, which are positive, and then you're proving only being realistic and authentic by pointing out the threats. So people will really appreciate this approach. They will really appreciate you being authentic and you being truthful with them. And like I said, in comparison to another broker, then they will know that you are the one that gave them
You're
the facts.
different, yeah.
Exactly. This will be used here.
He's my mentor, sir. He's the person who
He's the only
he's my advisor also.
uses truth. Always. Upfront truth, truth and truth. Not give them a dream in the day and ultimately you are getting nothing.
Exactly.
But most clients, they like to live in dreams. That is the problem. They don't like to listen their kids, for example, their son is bad. Oh, they like always, my son is good.